I'm gonna definitely buy me some fucking nasal shit, man, to go up my nose because I've never done it in my life. I'm like fucking 40 years old now, and I haven't done that ever in my life. I like to, so I know there's a lot of gook up in that motherfucker. It's like it's probably fucking rock hard now. That you can't get the shit out unless they fucking kill me, you know. Yeah, regarding the thumbnail, that was entirely coincidental. I haven't even seen the topic list before I even chose it. I like the Shocker movie. I felt it was very underrated, so I thought I at least honor it by using it as a thumbnail. The movie by Wes Craven, the same guy that did the Nightmare on Elm Street series. I felt Shocker was very underrated. And Mitch Pileggi, who played the Shocker, was very good. He performed very well. Yeah, so it has nothing to do with. I didn't think like the topic I'm about to cover first about this serial killer. I didn't have him in mind when I chose that thumbnail. So it was funny because when I realized that I was using it as a thumbnail, I was like, "What?" You know. So that's the story about the thumbnail. You know. I mean, even though he didn't even face the electric chair because he died in 2000 and what, the late 2000s, 2010s, something like that. It wasn't that long ago. You think about 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, he passed before this live stream here. So he definitely didn't face no electric chair. The electric chairs was long gone by then. You know, I don't know why the fuck they got rid of them. It's not what they deserve, but it's better than lethal injection. These. I mean, yeah, we call them animals, but we don't mean it fucking kill them like animals. You know what I'm saying? Come on, fuck out of here. Even a gas chamber, I don't think they don't do gas chamber anymore. They just put them to sleep. You know what I'm saying? They go peacefully while their victims suffered. You know what I mean? Come on, it's ridiculous. Some backward shit. So let's get on with this fucking dude, man. His name, I think, is Samuel Little. I'm gonna go to the topic list. Okay. I put more down about this guy than I planned to. I said, let me add this. Let me add that because I felt I had to fear that I'm gonna forget it. You know, that's why I put it down. So yeah, his name was Samuel Little. He was a black serial killer who killed over 90 to 60. Oh, wait. He was a black serial killer who killed over 90 druggies slash prostitutes. Only 60 were confirmed out of the 90 that he killed. So he's been operating for decades, this guy. I mean, you know, promising them a good time. You know what I'm saying? Luring them and shit and killing them and shit. So a little background story, if I recall correctly, he was raised by a mother who didn't really give a fuck about him. You know, I think she was a fucking whore, basically, and he was basically raised by his aunt or grandmother or some shit. He barely got to see his mom. His father was out the picture, you know what I'm saying? Go figure. And basically, he grew up feeling abandoned, no question. Abandoned by those who were supposed to care for him, you know. And I don't think his grandmother was even more, I would say, was even better than his mom. You know what I'm saying? I think his grandmother probably was like not all that intimate with him. You know what I'm saying? Not like, you know, so that's like I'm saying incest. She wasn't all that lovey dovey, you know, like showing affection towards him. Put it that way. When she was raising him, she probably didn't fucking want him. But just like his mother didn't want him, so he ended up killing prostitutes and shit druggies, similar to his mom. They were, and one commenter pointed out that he believes that he felt like he was killing his own mom each time he killed these women. You know what I'm saying? So I can believe that. I believe he has strong hatred toward his mom, and he just took it out on these women, that he met, and because he claimed that he killed these women because he was. I gotta admit, he was fucking smart. He claimed he killed these women because he felt. Actually, he was right that once they died, nobody really cares about it. Nobody's going to investigate it. He's not going to kill like a person that's important because they're going to investigate it. They're going to eventually find them out. So he just ended up killing the low lives of the U.S. They find out about it. Police don't really investigate and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he was able to get away with it for so long. I mean, these women were runaways, you name it. The low of society, prostitutes, drug addicts, in that nature. Yeah, so he killed over 90 of them. Only 60 were confirmed. Beginning in the 70s, all or mostly prostitutes in the U.S. Yep. Killed only druggies or prostitutes because their murders will not get no broadcast media attention, he said. Yep. He killed all over the United States. So he didn't just stay in one spot. He was moving around. This man was fucking smart. I gotta hand it to him. He knew what the fuck he was doing. He didn't want to get caught. He wanted to keep killing. And he knew how to prolong that shit. He confessed to them all. He drew pit. Yeah, oh, that's right. He was a boxer, an amateur boxer growing up, and he was a tall, husky dude. You know what I'm saying? Built guy, very strong. So there was no fucking way these women could fight him off. No fucking way. He confessed to them all. He drew pictures of them. He was in his 80s in 2020. Yeah, it was 2020 when he passed. So that's last year. He showed no remorse, smiling at times, and said he didn't fear God. Of course, he's now deceased. So the reason why he confessed these crimes is because he knew that his time was up. He knew that he wasn't going to be here much longer. So he decided to say, fuck it. I'm an old man now. I'm in my 80s. I'm going to confess. He could have took it to the grave with him. But he didn't. I guess he wanted to go out in a blaze of glory. That's what I believe. I don't think he did it because he had remorse or he was sorry for what he fucking did. I believe he wanted to be famous before he checked out. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to go in a blaze of glory, And he's a black. This is another reason why I'm talking about this guy is because he's a black serial killer. Because a lot of blacks say, oh, blacks ain't, it's only white people that serial kill. You know what I'm saying? Every serial killer you see is white, Yes, they're right. But why is that as far as America's concerned? Well, it's predominantly white. So, of course, most serial killers would be fucking white people. Of course, it makes fucking sense. Do the numbers. Do the math. If you go to Africa, most serial killers in that country are black. Why? Because it's dominated by black people in Africa. Makes sense. But they trying to make a lot of black people never do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they would. They're capable of doing everything white people are capable of doing and vice versa. So that's pretty much it about this guy. I felt he was interesting. Somebody said they should do like a fucking movie off this man. I'll watch it. Even though my favorite serial killer based on a true story movie was actually Ted Bundy. I enjoyed that the most. I felt even though it was based on a true story, they pretty much nailed the execution scene. They ought to take a bow for that because they was pretty accurate on his execution on what happened to him. You know how Hollywood is. They're gonna throw in a little this fiction, that, this, that. That's what Hollywood does to prolong the movie. I'm pretty sure they did that like any other based on true story movie. And I don't get it why people complain about that's not what happened. I'm like, okay, this is okay. They gonna twist up some stories, to make it interesting. Okay, we're gonna talk about the time YouTube had unskippable ads. Yeah, depending on how long you've been on YouTube. You've been on YouTube as long as I have. Let's see, since like fucking forever, basically. You would know that the YouTube was in the phase where they had unskippable ads that you couldn't skip. No, even if it was fucking 15 seconds long, you couldn't skip them. They didn't have the skip ads option. It's funny because before they went through this phase, they had the skip ad option. But all of a sudden, that motherfucker was gone. So you were forced to watch ads. But my brother got around it. He told me how to do it. You had to go to the three dots on the upper right corner of the page, and you had to push, I think it's refresh. Then it will skip the ad entirely. You could watch the rest of the video. So I was doing that shit. So obviously, as you know now, YouTube they no longer have long unskippable ads, period. The only unskippable ones are like 10 seconds long. Shit like that. Not like fucking 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes and shit, So yeah, I thought that was crazy, man. So I thought I'd talk about that. Unskippable ads phase. It didn't last long though. Okay, yeah, so I want to talk about what a weeaboo is. Okay. The reason why this topic is brought up is because one day, some years back, I was enjoying some video game music. It was actually a song off of a game. And I enjoyed it to the point where I commented, I said, wow, this shit sounds better than what's this shit I hear on the radio. Why don't radio have a video game music station? You know what I'm saying? Where you could just listen to video game musics. And sometimes they will tell you, if they want to, what game it comes from. Video game musics and songs, Because there is a fucking difference, ladies and gentlemen, between a song and music. Google it. Because I ain't finna go there right now. So, a weeaboo. I was called a weeaboo by some fucking asshole on there. I was like, what? I knew what a weeaboo was at that time, but I wasn't really versed in on what it was. So I went to Google and I looked. I say, am I a weeaboo? Come to find out, after I Googled the definition, I don't fit that mold. So I was like, I wish I could choke this fucker. I was like, how am I a weeaboo because of what I said about video game music? That's fucking insane. I'm far from a weeaboo. In fact, if I called myself a weeaboo in front of weeaboos, they would consider that as an insult. Yes, just because I like anime and games based off anime doesn't make me a fucking weeaboo. Just because I like watching anime shows doesn't make me a fucking weeaboo. A weeaboo is a huge anime obsessed fan. I don't go to fucking Comic Cons and all that shit and fucking cosplay as anime characters, and I have no posters based off anime. None of that shit. Video games, yeah, a few of them, but I don't have no posters on my wall. Nothing. If you look in my house, you wouldn't even know I even like anime. Looking in my house. Because I have nothing up that shows you I do. Let alone that shows you I'm a fucking weeaboo. Ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. And another thing, another topic is nothing ever goes away until it teaches us what we need to know. I repeat, nothing ever goes away until it teaches us what we need to know. This is regarding tribulations or roadblocks that we may come across in our lives. This is what this is concerning. Because if you don't learn by this thing, you're going to get it again. As people say, experience is the best teacher. Hitting every button except the fucking delete button. God damn. Okay, this is a good one here. In fact, the topic that I just covered, I can apply it to this next one. And it's entitled, What I Believe as to Why People Are Still Traumatized by Their Molestation 30 plus years later. Now, I watched a lot of, I'm subscribed to a lot of pedophile catcher videos. These people go out and catch these fuckers that believe they're meeting an underage person to have sex with them, basically. And they pose as 13-year-old boys and girls online and blah, 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 blah. You know. Anyways, I've read some interesting comments regarding these catches. Most of them are fucking great. They praise them, you know. But there are a few that I've ran across that people say, oh, I've been molested when I was 9 years old. Now I'm fucking 45 and I'm still traumatized by it. I was molested when I was fucking 10. Now I'm 30. I'm 35 years old, whatever. And I'm still traumatized by it. I was like, really? Why is that? Why haven't you moved on? Didn't you receive professional help? 9 times out of 10 they have. And they still traumatize them. So what is going on? Why are you still traumatized to the point where your significant other is affected by what you went through 20 fucking years ago? Why are you taking it out on him or her? You know, I don't get it. Why are you still holding on to this 20 years later? I don't understand that. It's 20 years old. It's over. Move on. And I never could find the answer as to why they're still traumatized about their molestation as kids. They're fucking overgrown already. It's like, are you kidding me? Why are you still traumatized by it? I'm going to show you a little bit about me. I was molested by a male and a female family member when I was growing up. And no, it did not traumatize me. It did not. I barely even fucking think about it. To be honest. Maybe it's because it didn't happen as much. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Maybe it has to happen repeatedly and it starts to fuck with you as you get older. I don't know. I don't know how it fucking works. I know that with me it didn't happen long. It wasn't that much. The male member that found, I think it happened at least twice. That was it. The female member happened a little bit more. But, like I said, it wasn't much. So, I wasn't traumatized by it. And that's why I kept scratching my head as to why people are traumatized by this. It's like there's a lot of answers I came up with, but they wasn't satisfying. Not really. Like maybe it's the way the adult came at them, or I don't know. I don't fucking know. But I wasn't satisfied. I had some other answers too, but I wasn't satisfied with those either. But the answer that I'm satisfied with the most, which is about I'm to tell you now, I believe I figured it out. I'm going to tell you exactly. No, in fact, I know I did. I know I do. I'm going to tell you exactly why they're still traumatized all these years later after they got molested, okay? It's a lack of forgiveness. And no, you do not need to believe in God to listen to this and benefit off what I'm about to tell you. You don't have to believe in God. You don't have to be spiritual. You don't have to go to church. It's about moving on with your life. That's what forgiveness is. You're moving on. It has nothing to do. It doesn't really have anything to do with religion. It's about you. And people don't even understand what forgiveness means. They don't understand it. It's like, I can never forgive her or him. No. You ain't forgiving them for them. You're not saying like, oh, I forgive you. That means the fact that you had your way with me as a child, I'm okay with that. That's cool. I'm going to just leave it alone. Yes. You're not saying that you're okay with what they did or you condoning it or you champion it or you understand why they did and all that shit. You're forgiven for you to move on. Fuck them. And it should be even easier if they showing sorrow for what they did. That should be even easier for you to forgive them. But regardless, you forgive for you. Move the fuck on. Because your future husband or wife is going to suffer because you still holding a grudge over what your uncle did to you in the bathroom. You know, then they go, oh, I told my mom, but she didn't believe me. Okay, fuck her too. Forgive and move on. I mean, yes, it's a terrible experience. And not all children and people will be traumatized by molestation. No, it's not true. But in fact, I'm going to tell you what is true. They will be affected. Their lives will fucking change. That's for damn sure. They're not going to be the same after you fuck with them one time. Sexually. They either gonna A, grow up to be fucking sluts, or B, be traumatized by it. Or C, they're not gonna worry about it like me. But the fact of the matter is, all three individuals are affected. Their lives are changed forever. I mean, a lot of people have been molested. Movie stars have came out. Actors, musicians have came out talking about that they were molested by a family member when they was growing up. You know, I hear this shit all the time. This shit is the fucking norm, man. A lot of people have been molested. What about those who don't talk? They ain't talking about it because they're embarrassed. That's why. Or they're not going to tell you about it because they don't give a shit anymore. That's why. Hey, Edwin. I saw you. I'm going to get to your comment in a minute. But what it boils down is this. If you're still traumatized by your molestation when you like 40 years old, fucking 30, after something happened to you like 20 years ago, 15 years ago, what have you, you need to forgive and move on because that's your problem. Because if you truly forgave and moved on, you would not be traumatized by it today. You won't. In fact, you will strive to be a mentor for others who have been in your shoes. It's like I mean, I'm sorry that people have been traumatized about it, for decades and years and shit. That's because your life is gone. You can't get those lives back. It's fucked up. That's why you need help. I mean, it doesn't take professional help to forgive and move on. You don't have to pay a dime for it. You just move on. You're still alive. You're a success story. Be happy about that. Disregarding males and females. This next topic is gonna piss me off. I'm really gonna go off with this next one, but I'm gonna read this comment from Edwin first. I'm really gonna go off with the next one. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They become gay. Exactly. I mean, shit. You can't really. I mean, it's possible, but a lot of gays have actually said they were molested as children. You know what I'm saying? Even fucking child molesters said they was molested as children as well. I mean, come on. I don't think that's. I don't think that's likely. You know. I mean, I fucking played house with a male when we was the same age, by mind you. So don't think like, oh shit, was it a kid, Chrome? No, we were the same age. It was about fucking. How old was I then? I was about what? God damn it! How old was I? I wasn't even I was in a 13. Shit. I was in a 13. I wasn't even 30. I was about 12 or 11 when me and this boy played house and shit in this abandoned fucking building. But yeah, I mean that's kids, man. I remember I told my sister that story. She was like, "What?" Oh man, that's probably why I'm 10% gay. Let me move on. Shut up, Chrome. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. So let me see. What? Yeah. Oh shit! I ain't even fucking deleted yet. Let me delete this topic first. God damn. Oh shit. All right. Okay, here goes the next one. Oh my god. This shit never ceases to fucking piss me off. It doesn't. You think that by now I'd be like, oh, okay, whatever. But it pisses me off because I know why it continues to piss me off because people are fucking delusional and shit. And it's based off fucking lies, man. You know what I'm saying? And when it involves the police and minorities, it fucking infuriates me. This topic is entitled People Regulating How Police Should Do Their Jobs. Instead of regulating the ones that are fucking caught. You so focused on how the police should do their fucking job. But you're not focused on telling your children or trying to instill in your children to not do things will have them have runs with the police and how to behave when they are arrested or approached by a police officer. You putting all your energy into something that's fucking futile. Okay? You want to take the guns away from the fucking police officers, and yet the criminals still have their fucking guns. How does that make any fucking sense? And let me go further with this shit. You want to regulate guns away from people, and yet the criminals will still get their guns. How does that make fucking sense? How are the good people going to be able to protect themselves if they have no fucking guns against the bad guys who want to probably kill them? There was an old lady. She called the police because somebody was trying to break into her house. She happened to have a fucking shotgun. She was on the phone. You can hear the fucking man trying to get in the background. And she already had her gun. She kept telling the officer. She kept telling the operator, rather. I don't want to kill this man. I don't want to shoot him. Please get here quick. I don't want to do this. The man fucking broke in. And she had to do what she had to do. Now what if? She didn't have any type of protection, or a shotgun, a pistol, whatever the fuck, to protect herself? What if she didn't have no weapons? It don't give me that, oh, before you shoot, you should see if they have a weapon. Fuck that shit. Don't you know how fast somebody could draw a fucking firearm and shoot you? A split fucking second. Last time I checked, that's not they fucking house. You should be able to be safe in your own fucking home without having fear of somebody breaking into your shit. I don't give a fuck what type of person they were. I don't give a shit what they were on. There's a why they fucking doing it. I don't give a fuck. You break into somebody's house, they have a right to fucking blast your ass. And if you survive, consider yourself very fucking lucky. Because I was trying to aim for your vital fucking organs, you piece of shit. Oh. The nerve of these fucking pricks. Trying to regulate on how police officers should do their fucking job. Unfucking believable, man. No wonder a lot of these officers, especially the white ones, have walked away from the force. No fucking wonder. I ain't seen no video like that. He squared up to the cop and the people started to fuck the dude up. So what, the citizens beat him up when he squared up to the cop? Damn. You gotta tell me their skin color, Edwin. This is important. Because you know how Black Lives Matter is and shit. Them piece of shit motherfuckers. Black Lives Matter. That's what they should be fucking called. I like the term Thug Lives Matter too. But Black Lives, Lies, matters, sounds much better to me. More accurate. You gotta tell me the skin color of the police officer and the person who squared up to him. You gotta tell me. I usually don't give a shit, but you can't blame me for doing it, right? Right? This shit gets tiring, man. People like it when I rant. I like rewatching this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. I like rewatching me ranting. I be laughing and shit, but during the process, it's fucking grueling. It is. I'm glad that people laugh at it, but I just hope that you guys understand that I'm trying to get you guys to think. You know, I'm trying to let you know how it is, you know, what the dealio is and all that shit. I'm trying to tell you like it is, man. Oh, it was a black cop versus a black dude. Crowd jumped the dude. God damn. Edwin, you know, that brings me to another subject I want to... I don't think I even put this in the topic list, but I'm going to talk about it. You got motherfuckers walking around here talking about they scared of the police and shit, you know what I'm saying? I say, well, you may be scared of them, which you shouldn't be. But the motherfuckers who are resisting arrest and all that shit, doing all the type of shit to get them fucking shot and killed, they are not afraid of fucking police. They're not. Because if they were, they wouldn't be doing that shit. They'd be complying. Yes, sir. No, sir. All that type of shit. If they were afraid, they wouldn't be resisting arrest. End of fucking story. Kiss my ass. These motherfuckers grow up hating the fucking police because they're fucking so-called mentors and elders, the ones who know it all. Notice the quotations. The ones who fucking know it all. They tell them, they encourage them to fear the fucking police. They tell they black youths that America is against them and they are victims. And all this type of shit. No one of these motherfuckers are not encouraged to get a job. To fucking get a job to the point where they can live in the, say, Sears fucking tower, which is now called the Willis Tower. I was on a bus one day. 2 days ago, I was on a fucking CTA bus or the Transit Authority. This one guy was like, do you know why there's not many black people in the Sears Tower? Don't you know how much it costs to live in that motherfucker? Why ain't you in that motherfucker, dude? With your black ass. That's like me saying, do you know why that's not light? Do you notice that there's not a lot of white people in Africa? I think that's fucked up. Something going on. How come there's more blacks in Africa than white people? Why is that? How come there's more whites in America than any other race? I think there's a conspiracy going on. Stupid shit. Stupid fucking shit. I can't believe that people listen to these fucking clowns, man. I come forward to live in that motherfucking Sears town, not because I'm black, because I can't afford it. God damn. It costs huge money to live in that motherfucker Willis. I'm sorry, I keep calling it Sears Tower. It was a Sears Tower when I was growing up. It's called a Willis Tower now because it's owned by a guy with the last name Willis. So it's called the Willis Tower. You get my point. To live in that motherfucker, you gotta be making some serious fucking bank. And you gotta have a job to compensate that shit. Fuck out of here, man. What kind of question is that? So your black youth encouraged to get these fucking office jobs or be entrepreneurs and shit. They're not encouraged because listen to motherfuckers like you tell them they in the mountain to shit. That's why. They encourage you to be fucking thugs, drug dealers, motherfucking Grand Theft Auto kings and queens and shit that will get them running into the police. They encourage to be that shit as opposed to being a lawyer, a doctor, and all that shit. A surgeon. God damn. And it's funny because when I got on the bus, I overheard that they were talking about, man, we just can't stick together. You know, nobody wants to stick together. I wonder why. Maybe, just maybe, it's because, what's that word? Aha! Lifestyles. Would you want to hang around a troublemaker? Would you? Would you want to hang around somebody who's a gangbanger? Huh? Would you want to stick together with your fellow man because he happens to share your ethnicity? Huh? Or your race? Would you want to hang around with this person? Would you want to hang around somebody that's giving your woman some looks that doesn't make you comfortable? Like, would you want to hang around with that person? I think not. That's why I hate that fucking term. Blacks need to stick together. Oh, we need to stick together and all that bullshit. That's why I fucking hate it. Because we can't. It's impossible. Wouldn't be caught dead with these fucking niggas, man. Shit. God damn. Let's get on with this next topic. Oh yeah. They just coming back to back, aren't they? I'm about to have a heart attack if I keep covering these fucking topics. Social justice, kiss my black ass and suck my dick and balls. Please. Suck both of the fucking balls. Deep throat me, you fucks. It's entitled People Who Justify Rioters Saying Those Buildings will be rebuilt anyway. Yeah. That's encouraging. That's what I'm going to think when next time I burn your fucking house down. Oh. You'll get another house. And those clothes and those gaming, the TV, the stereo system, why the fuck you mad at me for? You can rebuy those. The beds you lost, your food. You get more food. You be alright. You get another house. So leave me alone for burning your shit down because I'm mad about something that has nothing to do with you. That makes perfect fucking sense. Aren't we a smart generation, ladies and gentlemen? So my neighbors downstairs are getting a dose of my thoughts. Good. Hope they come up here, knock on my door, and sit beside me so we can join and have a fucking conversation. God damn, he's talking. What's he talking about up there? Huh. Yeah, they'll be rebuilt. Yeah, so therefore, on that note, I can beat your ass to you black and blue and say, oh, you got medical insurance. The house, you can call 911, the ambulance will pick you up. You'll be good as new within a week. No more pain. The pain ain't gonna last long. I know you're hurting in your fucking jaw that I fucking knocked you out over something you had nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? But you'll be alright. You're gonna heal. The pain's gonna go away. Stupid shit, man. That's your justification for burning shit down. Businesses, mom and pop stores, fucking beauty salons, and all this type of shit because they will be rebuilt again. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Whew. What's the next one? Oh, yeah. Oh, they just won't stop. These comments just won't stop. They usually don't come in droves like this. Oh, God. Why can't I just laugh and be joking around and shit? Why? Because life is not all about that, unfortunately. Sometimes we got to talk about shit that are real fucking issues. And I got to question shit because it makes no fucking sense to me. You know, that's why. What's the solution to people coming out of jail worse than they came in? Y'all better take notes, man, or something. Cause what I'm fucking laying down the fucking truth. This the groundwork, man. I'm telling you, this is the basis of my fucking shit. I don't hold back, man. I say thought-provoking shit. What's the solution to people come out of jail more worse than they come? Because you know how people say like, "Oh, the jail ain't shit. They come out worse than they came in." Then why the fuck do we have prison then? If that's the case, my question is this: what is the percentage of somebody coming out of jail being worse than they went in? What's the percentage? If that percentage is low, then you can fuck off with that jail don't do shit argument. Okay? But if the percentage is higher than those who are coming out, becoming better purple, or not repeating a crime again, then you got a case. What the fuck we supposed to do with these criminals then? What are we supposed to do? Somebody steals candy out of a fucking candy shop. What are we supposed to do to the kid? Somebody robs a fucking jewelry store. What are we supposed to do? What should be done to these people? I got an idea to make sure they'll never steal again. Cut off their fucking hands. But no, that's too harsh. That's not the American way. So what we do? Send them to prison. But hey, they may come out worse robbing 4 jewelry stores next time. What? Tell me, what the fuck should we do about it? Well, how should these people be fucking chastised? What should we do? Since since jail is not gonna work for these people, they come out worse than they went in and shit. What's the fucking solution? Instead of fucking saying that shit, you should be trying to figure out what else should be done then. So they won't do it again. Because jail is supposed to be corrections, rehabilitation. It's supposed to help you. Or keep you away from society. So motherfuckers get life, 25 years and shit. It's supposed to take your freedom away because you don't fucking appreciate it out here. You don't appreciate it because you breaking the fucking law. That's why you go to jail and be treated like a fucking animal and you're no longer a fucking name anymore. You a goddamn number. Jesus Christ. Hear that shit all the time. It ain't gonna help. Fuck. Hey, what's up, Hugo? Gotta sacrifice the many for the few. I thought it was a sacrifice the few for the many. That's why I thought it went. Oh, well. I already don't know what you're talking about with that one, Edwin. You kind of lost me with that one. I know I was jumping around a little bit. Because I'm thinking, like, what's the percentage of somebody coming out of jail worse than they went in? What's the percentage? You know what I'm saying? That's my question. I don't think it's over those who actually come out and not repeat it again, or they come out a better person. I don't fucking know, man. Let me see. Let me Google it right quick. Shut the fuck up, phone. No, send. Yeah, people do surveys for a lot they make a living off doing this shit as a career. I'm gonna see if I'm right. This is a long one. I mean, I looked up another percentage that was unrelated to this, and I found out that going to a prison camp is likely to not help the individual as opposed to going to prison or a penitentiary. I remember reading on that. Makes sense because it's like fucking going to summer camp. You know, you chilling out and shit. Of course you're gonna fucking repeat it. Okay, I found one. According to the National Institute of Justice, almost 44% of the recently released return before the end of the year is out. 44. That's going on half. Jesus, higher than I thought it was, but still, the vast majority don't return. It's only 44% out of 100. So over 60% won't return. At least before the end of the year is out. And there's another called Vox, this SJW channel. I might as well fucking read this. It says 76% of all inmates end up back in jail within 5 years. That's a long fucking 5 years. Is pretty stretch. 76, that's pretty high. Okay, let me see. I'm going to read this again. According to the National Institute of Justice, almost 44% of criminals released return before the first year out of prison. In 2005, only 68% of 405,000 released prisoners were arrested for a new crime within 3 years. 77% were arrested within 5 years. These are pretty high. Higher than I thought it was. So, it's a gamble. That's what it's telling me, unfortunately. It also depends on what they do when they get out. So basically 44% return before the year is out. Okay. Before they've been out for a year. 44%. And the USA has the highest incarceration rate in all the world. The USA. I couldn't fucking believe it when I heard. I had to Google it. It's the United States. The highest incarceration rate. And the recent survey happened back in May of this year. And it's what, July? Yes, July. So they surveyed it again. And the U.S. still has the highest incarceration rate as of May 2021. Woo! I say we go to plan B. Harsher punishment. I mean physical punishment. Since these motherfuckers want to repeat and shit. Yeah, man. I enjoy looking that up. Higher than I thought, but still low. Yada yada. Okay. Yeah, they should be happy. In fact, a lot of victims would be happy if I was in control of what the punishment should be for people. A lot of victims will be happy for sure. Victims' family members, they will love me in office, man. If I just sat there and made all the fucking ground rules of what should happen to this person if they stole, cut off a fucking finger. If they steal again, cut off another finger. If they steal again, cut off another finger. Yep, I have that going on. Amputate that shit. The next topic is, what's the solution to blacks getting killed by white cops? I bet you if you ask Black Lives Matter members, I bet you they ain't gonna have one. Get rid of white cops out of the jails. I mean, out of the police force. That's not a solution, motherfucker, because not all white cops are killing blacks anyway. Not all white cops are fucking racist. Go figure. So they will basically have no answer. I'm just tell you like it is. But I was watching Tommy Sotomayor, a fine YouTuber, very controversial, speaks his mind. He's one of my inspirations, as a matter of fact. Don't agree with everything he says, but for the most part, I'm with him, you know. But he gave a solution that actually should stop these motherfuckers for acting like a fucking fool every time a black kid gets killed by a white cop. You know what I'm saying? Or black suspect. To think they made a fucking statue of George Floyd. I digress. What's the solution to blacks getting killed by cops? Let me tell you. Don't have white cops police blacks anymore. Problem solved. There will be no more white cops shooting blacks ever again. But I tell you this, those motherfuckers will still be getting shot. It just won't be by white cops. But at least Black Lives Matter group will fucking die out and they will go into oblivion. Never to return again. There's your fucking solution. Because if I was a white cop, I would absolutely refuse to police blacks. No fucking way am I having my job and future in jeopardy for doing my fucking job. And being called a fucking racist. And speaking of police, the next topic is concerning my sister. She told me an interesting story one time. She told me she said the police never came when she called them as her ex was trying to break in the house. She said she called them twice. They never showed up. And yes, me being a thinking person that I am, I thought about this shit. You damn right I thought about it. And to the point where I went to Google to find some answers to why this could have happened to her. Not to my surprise, not being a key word here, to my surprise, other people have experienced this as well. Given it is rare, other people have experienced this and they've got some answers. You know, on the forums and shit. I gotta say this from memory because by the time I wrote this topic, I pretty much forgot what I was reading. But there was this one guy was saying how it operates. You know, if you call 911, there's a call center station in every state. In every neighborhood, you know, it's a call center gets pinged when you call 911. Now, that call center is not where the police comes from. That's just a dispatch center. They don't come from there. So when they get your call, it is their fucking responsibility to ping the closest police station to inform them of the emergency so they can get to you. That's how it works. Now, if they don't do that, well, unfortunately, you're shit out of luck. And number two, another scenario that could have happened with my sister is that they did show up, but they didn't approach the house or knock on the door because the situation had de-escalated by that time, and they saw no commotion, so they just drove the fuck off. Sometimes they do that. They come, oh, okay, everything's cool. Drive the fuck off. That could have happened. And this is something about this story that pissed me off. Because this is what I know that didn't happen when my sister called the police, okay? I believe this should be against the law And they should be fired. The dispatcher should be fucking fired if they do this. If they receive a call, they should stay on the fucking line until police arrive. They should stay on the fucking line. They should not disconnect from the fucking caller ever. They should lose their jobs, and you know that's that. They should get fired on the spot if they do that. Especially if somebody's trying to break in your fucking house. Why would you want to fucking disconnect from this person before help arrives? It should be against the law. It should be the law. And if you break it, you lose your job. No questions asked. No ifs, ands, or buts. You are gone. And it should be on before they get hired. They should be told that on this what do you call it? They should be told on paper as they're applying for the job that they should never disconnect the phone from the person that's calling them until police arrive. If you do, you will lose your job. I mean, I called the police when my ex took a bunch of fucking pills with her stupid ass trying to kill herself. And they disconnected from me after they got my information. She didn't stay on the line with me. I believe they should stay on the line until help arrives. Because it's good, because it calms you down. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody to talk to. You know, especially somebody trying to break in your fucking house. You panicking and shit. They're there to calm you down. Take a breath. Hide somewhere in the bathroom or something like that. Can you get out any other way? They should be questioning you, trying to calm you down. Not say, okay, we got the information. Hang up the phone when somebody's trying to break in your fucking house. That bitch should have lost her fucking job. Fucking asshole. Crazy as hell, man. Oh yeah, the next topic is this. YouTube's 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 fucking minutes, and 6 minutes ads. I'm excluding music video ones. Why does YouTube have 6 minute long ads, 5 minute long, 4 minute long, 3 minute, hell, even 2 minute long ads? Why? The average person will fucking watch ads anyway. And you're gonna present longer fucking ads? You make and I shit you not with this next one. If you don't believe me, I don't blame you. This one person posted on Twitter that she saw a 9-hour long ad. Let that sink in for a minute. 9 hours long. Not 9 minutes. 9 hours. Oh, you can skip it. That's besides the fucking point. Pay attention. Why is this even a thing in the first place? I said, what the fuck, YouTube? When I started seeing these 5 minute long ass, 3 minutes, I'm like, what the fuck is Shit. It's really fucked up when you're doing something and you can't get to the computer or the phone because your hands are fucking tied, and all of a sudden your favorite program comes across a fucking 6-minute ad. It's like, what if you can't get to the phone? What if you can't get to the computer or whatever to skip the ad? What if you can't get to it? Your hands are tied. You're doing something around the house or whatever. And you got to sit through that fucking ad. That 5-minute, 4-minute, 3-minute, 2-minute, 6-minute long ad. Whew. Yep. I'm wore out, man. These fucking topics really got me fucking fired up, man. I can't cover anymore because the next one is kind of deep. Then the one after that one, that's kind of deep. The third one is kind of deep. I got 3 more fucking topics that I don't want to cover because I'm wore out. They're just going to serve to fucking piss me off. That's the 3 next ones. So that's going to have to wait until fucking next time, man. Next time. I can't do it. I just can't. I just can't fucking cover them. Not right now. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for me, man. I covered enough topics already. There's nothing else to talk about. Nobody's really in the chats. Nobody's talking, you know. I got like 1 person in here according to YouTube is showing me and shit. Probably fucking 9 people that I don't fucking know, you know. So I was in there too, Chroma. Like I didn't fucking say I saw the count 1. I usually don't even fucking say the count on live stream. I don't think I ever did until now. I think I did in the past, but not lately. So, yeah, I covered enough with this one, man. I mean, some deep ones. They get you to fucking think and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so like I said in the beginning of this stream, that thumbnail was completely coincidental. It had nothing to do with the first topic about the serial killer. It just happened to be, that was just coincidental, though. Because I didn't even look at the top topics before I even chose a thumbnail. So I thought that was funny. That was coincidentally chosen. Yeah, so with that being said, man, I thank everybody that came and showed up. Thank you for watching this recording. If you're watching it, thank you for your time. And that being said, it's White Chromosome sign the fuck out. Peace and love. Good health to you all. And be safe out there. Peace. I'm out.